Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to change your life, if you want to achieve success, if you want to go from where you are to where you dream of being, then there is one word you must embrace: discipline. Discipline is not just a word, it is the foundation of all success. It is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. The difference between winners and those who never reach their potential is not luck, not talent, not intelligence. It is the ability to be disciplined day in and day out. Discipline is the foundation of success, but before discipline can take root in your life, it must begin with a decision, a firm, unwavering decision that you will commit to a higher standard for yourself. This is not a casual wish or a fleeting moment of motivation. It is a deep personal commitment to growth, excellence, and accountability. Everything starts with a decision. The moment you decide that you will no longer tolerate mediocrity, that you will no longer let distractions and excuses rule your life, is the moment real change begins. Too many people wait for the right moment, the perfect timing, or some external motivation to push them forward. But the truth is, no one can force discipline upon you. It is a personal choice, a decision that must come from within. Think about it. Every great achievement in history started with someone making a decision. The decision to wake up earlier, the decision to work harder, the decision to take control of their health, finances, relationships, and goals. Success does not happen by accident. It happens because someone somewhere made the conscious decision to show up every single day, regardless of how they felt. The reason most people struggle with discipline is that they never truly decide. They say they want to be successful, but they still allow distractions to steal their time. They say they want to be healthy, but they continue to make poor choices. They say they want financial freedom, but they refuse to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain. Why? Because they have not made a real decision. A real decision means eliminating any other option. It means there is no way out, no backup plan, no turning back. When you truly decide, your mind shifts. Suddenly the excuses that once held you back no longer have power over you. You stop negotiating with your feelings. You stop making exceptions for yourself. You stop looking for reasons why you can't. And instead you start looking for ways to make it happen. Discipline becomes less about forcing yourself and more about following through on the commitment you made to yourself. It's important to understand that making the decision is only the first step. After that, you must reinforce it daily. Every action you take, every choice you make must align with that decision. If you decide to improve your health, then discipline means choosing nutritious foods over junk, exercising even when you don't feel like it, and prioritizing rest and recovery. If you decide to build a successful business, discipline means staying focused, putting in the work, and refusing to be discouraged by temporary setbacks. The beauty of discipline is that the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. What once felt difficult eventually becomes second nature. But none of that can happen unless you take the first step, the decision. The moment you decide that you will be disciplined in pursuit of your goals, everything changes. It is the moment you take control of your life, your future, and your destiny. Success is not built on one grand gesture, one lucky break, or one big move. It is the result of small, consistent actions repeated over time. The little things you do daily may seem insignificant at the moment, but they compound into massive results. The key to achieving anything worthwhile is understanding that small disciplines, practiced consistently, create extraordinary outcomes. Too often, people underestimate the power of small efforts. They believe that success requires drastic changes, overnight transformations, or monumental shifts. But the truth is, the smallest habits, when repeated, shape your future. Waking up a little earlier to read or exercise, choosing water over soda, saving a small percentage of your income, spending 10 minutes learning a new skill. These actions may seem trivial today, but over months and years they build an unstoppable momentum. Imagine a person who decides to read just 10 pages of a book every day. That's not a huge commitment. Life is full of choices, and one of the most important choices you will ever make is this. Will you endure the temporary pain of discipline, or will you suffer the long-term pain of regret? Both paths involve struggle, but only one leads to success, fulfillment, and self-respect. The other leads to frustration, disappointment, and missed opportunities. Discipline is not easy. It requires effort, sacrifice, and consistency. It means waking up early when you would rather sleep in. It means pushing yourself to work hard even when you feel tired. It means saying no to distractions, unhealthy habits, and short-term pleasures that do not serve your long-term goals. The pain of discipline is real, but it is temporary. The discomfort of doing what is necessary today leads to a life of freedom, confidence, and accomplishment tomorrow. On the other hand, the pain of regret lasts far longer. Regret is looking back and realizing you could have done more, been more, achieved more, but you didn't. It is knowing that you had the potential, but allowed laziness, distractions, and procrastination to hold you back. The pain of regret does not go away quickly. It lingers. It stays with you as you watch others move ahead while you remain stuck in the same place, wondering what could have been if only you had been more disciplined. Think about your health. The pain of discipline is exercising regularly, eating the right foods, and taking care of your body. It may be difficult at times, but the reward is energy, strength, and longevity. The pain of regret, however, is dealing with preventable health problems, feeling tired and weak, and wishing you had taken better care of yourself when you had the chance. Think about your finances. The pain of discipline is budgeting, saving, and making smart financial choices. It may mean sacrificing luxuries now for security later. But the pain of regret is struggling with debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and realizing too late that you never built the financial foundation you needed for a stress-free life. Your future is not determined by luck, chance, or circumstances. It is shaped by the habits you develop and practice every single day. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a building block for the life you are creating. If you want to predict where you will be in the next 5 or 10 years, look at your daily habits. The choices you repeatedly make will either lead you toward success or hold you back in mediocrity. Habits are powerful because they operate automatically. Once a habit is formed, it no longer requires a conscious decision. It becomes a natural part of your routine. This can work in your favor or against you, depending on whether your habits are productive or destructive. If you have the habit of waking up early, exercising, reading, and setting goals, you are on a path to success. But if you have the habit of procrastinating, making excuses, and avoiding challenges, your future will reflect those choices. Many people underestimate the impact of their daily habits because the results are not immediate. Eating unhealthy food today won't make you gain weight overnight, just as skipping one workout won't make you unfit. However, repeated over time, these small choices create significant outcomes. The same principle applies to positive habits. Reading 10 pages of a book today won't change your life instantly, but if you do it every day, you will gain new knowledge, ideas, and perspectives that can open doors to opportunities you never imagined. The key to success is intentionally designing your habits to align with your goals. Ask yourself, are your daily actions leading you closer to the life you want, or are they pushing you further away? If you want to be financially independent, do you have the habit of saving and investing, or are you spending carelessly? If you want to be healthy, do you have the habit of exercising and eating nutritious food, or do you constantly make excuses? If you want to build a successful career or business, do you have the habit of learning, working hard, and staying focused? Or are you easily distracted? Success is not about making one big move. It's about making small, disciplined choices every day. The most successful people in the world did not get there overnight. They built strong habits, stayed consistent, and allowed their daily efforts to compound over time. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not talent or intelligence, It is the habits they cultivate. The good news is that you have the power to change your habits at any time. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Start small. Replace bad habits with good ones. Be consistent. Over time, these small changes will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Your habits are shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. Make sure they are leading you toward the life you truly want. The habits you build today will determine the person you become tomorrow. Self-discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, actions, and emotions in pursuit of a goal, regardless of how you feel in the moment. It is the foundation of success in every area of life. Talent, intelligence, and opportunities can give you an advantage, but without self-discipline, they are meaningless. The most successful people are not necessarily the most gifted. They are simply the ones who have mastered self-discipline and consistently do what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like it. One of the greatest misconceptions about success is that it depends on motivation. People often wait until they feel inspired before they take action. But motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. No one feels motivated every day. That's why self-discipline is so powerful. It allows you to push forward even when you are tired, uninspired, or tempted to take the easy way out. The ability to act despite your emotions is what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. Self-discipline is essential in every aspect of life. In health, it means exercising regularly, eating well, and getting enough rest, even when you don't feel like it. In finances, it means saving and investing instead of spending impulsively. In personal development, it means reading, learning, and improving yourself consistently. In relationships, it means being patient, communicating effectively, and making the effort to nurture connections. In your career or business, it means staying focused, working hard, and refusing to be distracted by comfort or entertainment. Many people believe that self-discipline is restrictive, that it limits freedom. In reality, the opposite is true. Self-discipline creates freedom. When you are disciplined with your time, you gain freedom from stress and last-minute pressure. When you are disciplined with your finances, you gain freedom from debt and financial struggles. When you are disciplined with your health, you gain the freedom to live a strong, energetic life. The more disciplined you are, the more control you have over your future. The challenge with self-discipline is that it is not easy. It requires mental strength, consistency, and patience. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when distractions seem more appealing, and when excuses try to take over. But every time you choose discipline over comfort, you become stronger. Every time you push through resistance, you build the character and resilience necessary to achieve greatness. The good news is that self-discipline can be developed. It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Start small. Set clear goals and commit to daily actions that move you closer to them. Hold yourself accountable. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. Most importantly, remember that every time you practice self-discipline, you are shaping the future you desire. Success is not about luck or chance. It is about making disciplined choices every day, even when they are difficult. The power of self-discipline is the power to transform your life. Use it wisely, and there is nothing you cannot achieve. Discipline and freedom may seem like opposites, but in reality, discipline is the very thing that creates true freedom. Many people mistakenly believe that freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want, without any structure or responsibility. However, that kind of freedom often leads to chaos, stress, and lack of control. True freedom, the ability to live life on your own terms, only comes through discipline. Discipline is what allows you to gain control over your time, your health, your finances, and your future. Without discipline, people often find themselves trapped in unhealthy habits, financial struggles, and unfulfilled potential. The person who lacks discipline with money, for example, may spend impulsively and live paycheck to paycheck, constantly stressed about bills and debt. But the person who practices financial discipline, who saves, invests, and spends wisely, gains the freedom to retire early, travel, or take time off without worrying about money. The same principle applies to time. Many people waste hours every day on distractions, procrastination, or activities that do not contribute to their goals. Then they feel overwhelmed, always rushing, never having enough time for what truly matters. But the person who is disciplined with their time, who plans their days, sets priorities, and avoids distractions, gains the freedom to enjoy life without the stress of unfinished tasks and missed opportunities. Health is another area where discipline creates freedom. Without discipline, people may indulge in unhealthy foods, avoid exercise, and neglect their well-being. Over time, this leads to illness, fatigue, and limitations on what they can do. But the person who practices discipline, who eats nutritious foods, exercises regularly, and takes care of their body, gains the freedom to live with energy, strength, and vitality for years to come. In career and personal development, discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. The person who is disciplined in learning, improving their skills, and consistently working toward their goals gains the freedom to choose the job they want, build a successful business, or create the lifestyle they desire. Meanwhile, the person who lacks discipline often finds themselves stuck in jobs they dislike, with limited options and unfulfilled dreams. The irony is that many people avoid discipline because they think it will make their life harder. But the truth is, a lack of discipline makes life much harder in the long run. Discipline is what gives you control over your future. It allows you to make intentional choices rather than being a victim of circumstances. The key to embracing discipline is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing it as something restrictive, see it as the key to unlocking your full potential. Every time you choose discipline, whether it's waking up early, managing your money wisely, or staying focused on your goals, you are creating more freedom for yourself. The reality is simple. Either you control your habits or your habits control you. Either you practice discipline today or you live with limitations tomorrow. Choose discipline, and you will gain the ultimate freedom, the ability to design the life you truly want.